Hello, this is Fukiane Richard once again. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you for always tuning in. Please make sure that you like this video, share it with another person. If it's your first time here or you have not subscribed, please make sure that today you subscribe, and thank you for coming on board once again. Also, remember to share this video and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So the other video we talk about handling differences. That was the part 1. Today is the part 2. And what we are going to be dwelling on today is finding a common ground. The other time we talked about you need to accept their differences and respect differences. Today is finding a common ground. What are we trying to say here? For us to be able to handle differences well, if all that we do is see the difference all the time, we don't see what connects us, there is going to be a problem. And that's the problem we have in the world today. When you see somebody, the first thing we want to notice is what's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? Oh, this person is tall, I'm not tall. Oh, this person is dark, oh, I'm light. Oh, this person has a round face, I have a long face. Finding a common ground is finding what connects us. What are the similarities? And the truth is this: we have a lot that connects us more than what divides us. But most of the time, maybe upbringing or society, we have so much been tuned that is the differences that we notice first. We have a lot that connects us than what divides us. For example, if you are even from different races, okay, where you can notice it will be maybe the accent, maybe the way you look, maybe the color of your skin or your eyes or the accent. But beyond that, there are so many other things that we have in common. You discover that some people, you have the same, flair maybe for reading, for cooking, for exercise, for writing, for politics, many things that you discover that you have in common with somebody that's not even maybe of the same race with you. But sometimes what clicks to our mind is just the race. We are not from the same continent. We are not from the same area. We do not speak the same language. That is what we think of most of the time. So what is going to help us to handle differences is finding a common ground. So rather, when you meet somebody, rather than thinking of what you have that different, think, what do we have in common? It's going to help you a lot to see the reason why you need to connect with that person, where you need, to relate with that person, because you have so many things in common. Go beyond what you can see alone. Go, what do you like? What are the things, your interests? What are your hobbies? What are your aspirations in life? By the time you talk of all this, you see that you have so many things in common. So when you see somebody, you want to connect with the person, you want to speak with the person, think, what is it that connects this person and I? What is it that we could have in common? Maybe you see the person reading a book, oh, this book, I love this book, I've not read it, but I've heard about it. And you start talking from there. Or maybe it's, you're watching something on the television and you say, oh, politics. Do you like politics? Say, yes, okay. You start talking from there. So it's very important. What can help us to handle differences is finding a common ground. You don't go to somebody, you want to reach out to the person, or you want to, in a way, impact the person, and you start with differences. Why don't you do this? Why are you not doing this the way I'm doing mine? Why are you? It's not going to help. It's only going to make, cause more division. But when you go with a mind to look for a common ground, for the two of you to be able to relate, is going to help a lot. And this cuts across in many phases of life, many stages, or in many places. Either at home, parents must be able to find a common ground for your children, where you can talk and relate together. Husband and wife must find common ground. Stop dwelling on, oh, she's not doing this, she's not like me, he's not doing this like me, she's not been doing this like my mom. Stop that and look what are the things that you have that are working for you, that are going well for you. Start from that point. In your office, stop that your colleague that will always be late for everything. Don't dwell on that. What is it that that person is doing that is good, that you can relate with, that you can connect with? Start from there. When we start from the common ground, it helps us. The differences will be better addressed, because then you have things in common, you have things that connect you. You already have that kind of warmth towards each other. So when you start to talk about differences, it will not be difficult. And by the time you even connect with the person on a common ground, you will not discover sometimes that what you count as differences are not actually big deals. It's just that you are seeing things from different perspectives, you are from different background, and the way you understand something may just be different. But it's still the same thing that you are talking about. So you may discover after some time that there's even no need talking about these differences, because you have come to understand that person better. But when we attack it from the different point of view, it will block and shield you from really getting to know that person. So please, let's teach this to ourselves. Let's correct ourselves. I have been there before, and I'm correcting myself on that. We should not just relate people based on differences. Let's find a common ground. Let's try to understand this person better. Let's know the other person better. It's going to help us a lot. So finding a common ground is so important for us to be able to handle differences. Finding a common ground is very, very important. Look for that thing. We all have many things that connect us together rather than what divides. Look for that common ground. Start from there. Start to work with this person. Start to know this person. And as you go on, you begin to understand what we are seeing as differences. So today, look for the common ground. You meet somebody outside, before you strike a conversation, look for the common ground, not the differences. In fact, sometimes seeing the differences does not even allow you to connect with somebody, because the difference is no, I can't talk this person. This person is not from my region. It's not from my country. I cannot talk to this person. But rather, you have met. Maybe you have met on a football pitch. Why don't you use that? That's something that connects you. Start from there. So let's start looking for the common ground around us, in your family, in your office, in your community, anywhere you are. Look for the common ground with people, to relate with them. It will help us to make this world a better place. It will help us to relate better with one another, and we'll all be happy. We will now see that we are one big family, and we will not be so sensitive and concentrating on the little things that we see as differences in us. I hope this will help you. Please, if you have enjoyed this video, share it with another person. Remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and please give it a thumbs up. Thank you, and I'll see you another time. Bye.